What's up, fellas? So I had a patron supporter that wanted to know what's some top jobs to go into. So I put this into my top 5 fields, all right? Because as we all know, under each field is a lot of jobs, all right? So I'll just say fields and you could pick which field you want to go in, all right? And basically what he's saying, guys, is he doesn't have the entrepreneur spirit, all right? And here's the thing with this. You know, I try to teach entrepreneurship, but I just get that some guys are like, listen, man, that shit is too, shaky. I just want a nice paycheck. Hey, listen, the reason I don't get upset at shit like that is because, I know somebody got to change my oil. Somebody got to wash my car. I ain't going to wash it. So, somebody got to pull my teeth. So, somebody got to do the grunt work, guys. Everybody can't be a boss making $1 million a year. Somebody got to make $60K a year and get a paycheck, all right? The world wasn't meant to be a bunch of entrepreneurs, all right, guys? So that's the thing with that. For all you guys are like, why you want to be a job? That's what some guys, listen, guys, when he asked that question, essentially what he said, man, listen, I'm a beta male and I know I'm a fucking beta male. He doesn't have the balls to be his own boss. It takes balls to be your own boss, guys. I can tell you that shit right now. Any of you guys working a job, the day you decide to quit that job to pursue your purpose full time, whenever it starts to take off and shit, watch the fear you have that day. Watch. Any of you guys that got a decent job right now, let's say making at least 50, 60 grand a year, depending on where you at, watch the day you resign from that job. Even if your purpose is doing good, watch the fear that come over your body. You realize at that very second, I just got rid of my safety net. All right, it's easy to pursue your purpose when you got a job and you like, hey, if this shit don't work out, I always got my job. But it gonna come a time and point where you gotta let the job go and you gotta go full after spend all your time going after your purpose. That shit is fear. I don't give a fuck if you got 100K in the bank. I don't give a fuck if your house paid for. That day, the day you give up your job to pursue your purpose, it's gonna be fear. I don't give a fuck who you is. All right, guys. So for all you guys that want to be entrepreneurs, just know you got more balls than the average person will ever have. All right. Now let me explain something to you how I pick these fields too, guys. All right. I told you guys I was a personal trainer, in New York or whatever the case may be. And so I want y'all guys to know that being a personal trainer or a masseuse or anything like, or a stylist, anything that's a luxury job, guys, please understand that anytime somebody goes through any type of financial instability, your ass gonna be on the first thing smoking. All right. I always knew that when I was a personal trainer. At being a personal trainer, that I knew that, hey, if my client listen, your client don't even gotta run into financial stability. If they just see on the news that the country might be headed for some economic downturn, they'll get rid of your ass. They'll start preparing right then. So please understand that when I picked this, I picked things that I knew was gonna be tough, to get rid of, even if you go through an economic downturn. All right. So there's some jobs out there, guys, that regardless of how much money you got to keep them. You got to keep them. You can a personal trainer, that's a luxury. That's expendable. Any little cutting hours or cutting pay, your ass out of there. If I got a masseuse that comes to my house, your ass out of there. If your ass got a stylist or anything like that, your ass out of there. All those are luxury jobs that you can. And for all you guys that's wondering what I mean luxury, just think of light bill, cable bill. Cable is a luxury. You need your fucking lights. You need fucking water. You don't need no fucking cable, and you don't need a fucking cell phone. Cell phone is a luxury. All right, guys. So that's the thing with that. The first thing, guys, I picked on my list is the medical field. All right, guys, no matter what happens, people are going to get sick. All right, so if you want the number one field that I would pick to go into, if you just hell bent on not being your own boss, I would pick going into the medical field. That could be a dentist assistant, a doctor, RN, CNs. If any of you guys want to get a newspaper right now, what's going to be one of the jobs that's the most available? A fucking nurse. Why? People are constantly gonna get sick. If you was to go get any wanted ass or whatever you got, anything that show jobs availability, I guarantee you one thing that's gonna be glaring is fucking nurses. CN, LPNs, RNs, always need nurses. So the medical field would be at the top of my list, guys. The next thing, guys, would be criminal justice. Now, criminal justice is gonna be like, to me, like lawyers, judges, county clerks, things like that. Guys, people are gonna always, it's always gonna be some criminal dispute or somewhere somebody trying to sue you. People are always gonna have conflict, and they gonna need the criminal justice system to figure out who's in the right. Always, guys. Always. Somebody's always gonna hit somebody's car, or somebody's gonna get a ticket. Whatever the case may be, guys. If you want a nice, steady job that it's gonna be hard to lay you off, the criminal justice system, guys. Lawyers, district attorneys, all those guys. So if you want to, but you ain't got to be a lawyer or a doctor. It's a bunch of little fields in there, guys. It's a lot of little shit in there that you ain't got to be like, damn, I don't want to go to school for 10 years. You don't have to go to school for 10 years, guys. There's a lot of other jobs in there besides those, all right? The next is law enforcement. All right, now law enforcement is going to be like correctional officers, police officers, and even though this ain't law enforcement, firefighters, these are going to be jobs. Now, technically, you know, your state or city can go through a budget cut, and these jobs can be cut, but that's only like in a drastic situation, guys. Like if you like a recession or something like that, something crazy. Ain't no small budget cut. They try to cut other shit first. This is like the last resort. Like we just ain't got no fucking money. So like a police officer, correctional officer, probation officer, or something like that, law enforcement, anything like that, guys, is a good field to go into. All right, because yeah, if they do budget cuts, yeah, you could be on the chopping block. But guys, that only happens like really in a recession, a bad recession. All right. Next thing, guys, is truck driver. Like I said, any of you guys was to get a wanted ad right now, one of the most jobs that you're going to see available right now is truck driver. All right. One reason is it got a high turnover rate. All right. It's a crazy job. You have no life or whatever the case may be. But if you somebody who just want to grind and save your money and maybe do something with it, whatever the case may be, truck driver, guys. And I'm going to tell you something. Right, the truck driver is one of those jobs, guys, that if you're going through a rough patch right now, this is what I was talking about with personal trainer. If you're a 35, let's say 30-year-old guy right now, no skills, wondering, man, what the fuck can I do to make some money right now? And you making fucking 25 grand a year. If I'm you, I'm trying to get my fucking CDL or become a personal trainer. All right, either one. Now, the personal trainer is more of a luxury job, but as any of you guys know right now, that the unemployment rate is like 4%, so that's really no big issue right now. Being a personal trainer come into an issue like if people go through a struggle and shit like that. But getting back to the truck driving job, guys, if you want to change your life around today, looking to get in your CDL right now, and it's hundreds of jobs available right now. All right, goods have got to be transported, guys. All right, shit got to get from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the Midwest to the East Coast. Goods have got to be transported. All right, so some shit that they make in New York, guess what? It got to get to California. Some shit they make in California, guess what? It got to get out here. All right. Goods are always going to be fucking transported, guys. So that's a real reliable job. I bet you a truck driving job could, even through a bad recession, going to do good, because goods have got to be transported, guys. All right. It's shit that they make in Texas. It's companies that they got in Texas that they ain't got up here. Guess what? Those goods got to get up here. It's companies in California that make products in California. Guess what? Ain't nobody gonna snap their fingers and they gonna be in New York. Guess what? They got to bring that shit up over here. All right. So that's the thing with that, guys. All right. So you and last but not least, guys, politics. Somebody got to make the laws, guys. All right. So if you want to, and when I say politics, you ain't got to be the fucking president of the United States. All right. And you ain't got to be the fucking a senator. It's a lot of little shit, guys, underneath that you guys don't even know about. So if you, politics would be a good career, because you always going to need lawmakers. Always. All right. You always going to need somebody to pass the fucking law, and you're going to always need some people to enforce the fucking law, guys. That's the police officers and correction officers and all that. And correction officers, probation officers, all that, guys. You're gonna always need those. So guys, those are the top 5 fields that I would go into if I was if any of you guys just say, man, I don't care for this personal training bullshit. I mean, I don't care for that entrepreneur bullshit. You know, it ain't me. I just want a nice steady field or a nice steady job. Any one of those 5 fields, guys, will provide you stability that you need. And like I said, guys, we not mad at those guys. Guys, listen here. Somebody got to move our furniture. I ain't moving it. All right. Somebody got to cut our grass. All right. You all my entrepreneur guys over here, listen, we're going to be making all this millions of dollars and shit like this right here. Listen, somebody got to wash our car. Somebody got to change our tires, man. Somebody got to change our oil. That's the way it is. The world was meant, somebody got to dump the trash. Everybody can't be a fucking millionaire in the Bahamas, all right, with 5 bad bitches like I'm going to be, all right? Somebody got to do the grunt work. So that's the way with that work, guys. So I understand he don't want to be an entrepreneur. You don't got to be an entrepreneur. All right, like the video, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Holla back.